India is referred as the diabetic capital of the world. But have you ever wondered why? Considering the population of 140 crores, it is just shocking that 11.4% of people are diabetic, 15.4% are pre-diabetic, over 40% have abdominal obesity, and 35.5% of people suffer from hypertension. In fact, these numbers have kept increasing over the years, which is a big wake-up call for all of us. We all know about the COVID pandemic, but we are unable to see this diabetic epidemic. Fortunately, this epidemic can be prevented with right changes if made on the right time. And that is exactly what I'll be going through in this video, so stay tuned. So before I get ahead of myself, it is important to understand the scale of the diabetic epidemic in India. Since India has a population of 1.4 billion people, we are talking big numbers here. In 2021, 1 in 11 people or 75 million people in India had type 2 diabetes. Since 25 million people were pre-diabetic, it is estimated that over 90 million people will be diabetic by the year 2030. That is pretty close. In fact, back in 2020, over 700,000 people died of diabetes in India. And that is 7 lakhs lives lost. And if that doesn't raise any alarms, diabetes can also be linked to heart disease, nerve damage, kidney damage, amputations, skin and mouth condition, hearing impairment, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a lot more. And if we don't start taking diabetes seriously and make the right changes, it is estimated that over 135 million people will be diabetic by the year 2045. That is our current generation. Did you know that if your parents have diabetes, there is a high chance that you can get it too? And since there are multiple types of diabetes that are linked to multiple symptoms, it is quite important to learn about diabetes before trying to prevent and cure it. So what exactly is diabetes? Well, the human body depends on blood sugar or glucose as its primary source of energy throughout the day. And since different parts of your body needs varying amount of blood sugar at different times, your body uses a hormone called insulin to regulate its blood sugar levels. While the insulin and the blood sugar levels are maintained well for the most part, things can change drastically when you start talking about diabetes. Diabetes is simply a chronic condition where your body is unable to use or produce insulin properly. This either leads to too much blood sugar, known as hyperglycemia, or too low blood sugar levels, called hypoglycemia. And as you will expect, both of them can be quite problematic. Coming to the types of diabetes, there are primarily 3 types of diabetes: type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and gestational diabetes. While the exact cause of type 1 diabetes are still unknown, type 2 diabetes can be caused by insulin resistance or imbalance, obesity, genetics, poor lifestyle choices, hormonal issues like PCOS or thyroid, damaged or removed pancreas, and medicational side effects. If you have diabetes, you can expect to face symptoms like increased thirst or urination, increased hunger, chronic fatigue, poor or blurred vision, numbness of the hands and feet, long healing or unhealed sores, unexplained weight loss, and frequent skin or vaginal infections. In case you are facing any of these, it's a great idea to get a checkup with your doctor. Because with on-time treatment, you can reduce the various risks of diabetes. Depending on the state of your diabetes, you can be at the risk of facing cardiovascular diseases, heart diseases, kidney damage, eye damage, foot damage, skin and mouth conditions, hearing impairment, Alzheimer's disease, which happens at old age, dementia, again at old age, and even diabetes-related depression. Now that we have covered different types, causes, symptoms, and risk of diabetes, it is important to discuss how can you prevent and even treat your symptoms for diabetes. While there are certain treatments for diabetes for keeping it under control, the best idea is to prevent it completely. Since the causes of type 1 diabetes are still unknown, I'll be covering how to prevent type 2 diabetes. The primary way to prevent diabetes is to make healthy lifestyle choices such as staying physically active, being in a healthy weight range, eating a whole nutrition diet, switch to healthier fats, add more fruits and vegetables in your diet, avoiding red meats and processed meats, avoiding processed, oily, fried or sugary foods, and saying no to substance abuse like smoking and drinking. Furthermore, to fix your lipids and to keep your sugar levels in check, you need a low-fat, high-fiber and a low-GI diet. By adding fiber to your diet and switching to low-GI food options, you can avoid insulin spikes easily. With stable insulin over a long period of time, you can reverse your diabetes symptoms. If you combine this diet with regular physical activity, it will boost your metabolism, and a fast metabolism will help you with even faster symptom reversal. Depending on where you stand in your life right now, it is suggested to take help from a nutritionist or a dietitian to help you with your nutritional requirements. They will also undertake any hormonal imbalance that you may have, since it can also be a leading cause towards diabetes, for example PCOS and thyroid. Coming to the treatment of diabetes, there is no cure for diabetes as of now. The only medical help that you can get is to control and minimize the effects of diabetes on your other bodily organs. And these treatments are different for different individuals, keeping in mind of their health. Starting with type 1 diabetes, it is regulated through insulin injections along with regular blood sugar checks. In some cases, a pancreas transplant can also be an option. As for type 2 diabetes, it is treated through regular blood sugar checks, oral medications, insulin injections, and most importantly, right lifestyle changes. Thus, to prevent type 2 diabetes, the healthy lifestyle choices and a good doctor plays a major role. As a bonus, a healthy lifestyle and the right dietary changes can help minimize and even eliminate dependency on your medications, and you can lead a pretty normal life. Even though India is the diabetic capital of the world, I strongly believe that we can change things around. Despite the large number of diabetic people in India, there is still a lot of hope for us. As long as we all are making the right changes, we can still prevent this diabetes epidemic. And with time and proper knowledge and awareness, we can all bring down the number of diabetic people in India. You can also help me in raising awareness by sharing this video with your family and friends. Also make sure to check out this video about how your pets can help you live longer. If this video helped you in learning about diabetes, make sure to like, hit the subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next one.